ADTV!
Little girl, little boy, standing on the glass mountain. Little girl, little boy, standing on the glass mountain. She had to be carried away and flow from her arms. Follow the voice, go further, set free in the Little girl, little boy, standing on the glass mountain. Little girl, little boy, standing on the glass mountain. Little girl, little boy, standing on the glass mountain. Little girl, little boy, standing on the glass mountain.
You're watching ADTV. Look, a squirrel!
From Westchester, New York, you're watching ADTV and our lovely, brown-eyed, beautiful, rock and roll Rose IEBBA. I'm Crazy Irish Eddie, and you're watching...
ADTV.
I already said that. See, ADTV is,
Isn't it great having him back?
scattered brain, and you repeat the same thing. Well, I want to
Oh,
share
come
with
on,
the
stop,
audience.
stop.
you
They
know?
already know.
They do?
They do.
Do you know? Tell me. Do you know?
You cut your hair.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I shaved it all off. This is just a temporary wig. Do you
Yeah,
like it?
no, come on. Where
don't
you
like
been? You landed that TV show. Come on.
This isn't about me.
No, come on. You haven't been here for weeks.
So what's
Months.
new and exciting?
See, I heard you got a big role.
A big roll. I've had a big cinnamon roll. It's pretty good. Anybody like
on.
those cinnamon rolls? You
What'd
get the
you
mall.
play,
They're
a
like
cop?
this big, Hey,
So this way, everybody out there could watch the episode that you were in.
we really do have a great show tonight.
We do.
We do. Derek, how you
don't wanna talk
doing?
about it. You really don't
What do you
want to
mean?
talk
What
about
is
it?
that? Derek Wright's here tonight. He's our awesome.
Eddie landed a big part on Billions.
And we have Helen Pisano. Thank you, even though I signed a non-disclosure.
No, we can't talk about it, but we can
No,
talk
we
about
can't.
that.
And we have James Brooke here tonight,
Our director. Yes.
our director. And you know what? We got to switch gears politically. You know what I heard?
No, I don't want to talk politics.
No, it's so.
Not with you.
No,
It'll last
it's
for
not
hours.
Trump and it's not Hillary. But you know what it is?
What is it?
President Obama signed over an executive order to take the Pledge of Allegiance out of the schools.
They've been doing that for a while.
No, this is official.
When did this happen? I didn't hear this now.
Why
Well,
is he doing this?
I'm okay with that.
Folks,
you know?
why is he doing that? I am not okay with it.
I'm okay with it because people have to they don't want to pledge allegiance to a country. They want to pledge
But this
allegiance
is America.
to a god.
This is America.
Well, anything can go in America.
Well, I'm not going to
these
pledge
days.
allegiance to China if I'm living in America. I live in America, so I pledge allegiance to the flag, the American flag.
Well, I can't
Anyway.
answer that question.
We have a future episode that's going to be coming up, and we're going to talk politics. So enough for that now. But we do have two wonderful guests.
Yes, we do. I'm really happy. My friend, Kevin.
You have friends?
Yes.
You do?
I met Kevin.
Kevin Moccia?
Moccia, yes,
The
he's here.
Actor, performer, Kevin
Yes.
Moccia?
Yes.
Wow.
And I fell in love with
Daniel
Kevin-
O'Shea?
and Daniel O'Shea.
You fell in love with Daniel?
because of this film, Snitches. It was
Snitches.
just so great. But I developed a really good friendship with Kevin on Facebook and just messaging, and his writing is intriguing.
Really?
So yes,
You write too?
that's why I was like, we have to have Kevin and Daniel on the show.
Could you write me something?
Yes, I can write you something.
I need to submit it by 9 o'clock.
Can you write his
tonight, though.
obituary? Because I'm going to kill him.
Easy, that's not nice.
No, I am.
Oh, man.
But
I was
Daniel
telling-
thought it was funny.
Oh, you woke up over there. Hey,
Anyway.
you have a hair out of place.
Sure
You
I
see
do.
it? It's like pointing.
Thank you. A cowlick.
Yes, it's a
Makeup, hair.
Okay. Anyway, yes, Kevin.
It's still pointing up.
It's gonna do that.
It's like a bow and arrow.
So he's gonna do
Can I
that.
do this?
All right.
No.
Go ahead.
It's like mom.
Like mom.
Yeah.
Used to do.
No.
See that?
Yep.
Like that.
Like that. Did your mom do that to you?
Yeah. All the
Oh,
time.
me too.
What's that? What are you looking at me for?
Anyway, Kevin.
Yeah.
I was befriended him, and I kind of went on a little journey with him. He's writing a book.
Far, far away. A journey
Far, far away.
Yes.
It's like one of those Star Trek spin-offs. Or?
No, and actually had a glimmer to see what a writer goes through, and the choices and that they have to make, and the long hours that they have to put in. So, I want to talk about your book.
Yeah, I think like with any writer, the key thing is finishing. I think you don't have anything until you finish. And with this particular piece, it was long. I don't think I'd ever write anything this long again.
How long did it take?
It took about 8 years.
8 years?
To finish.
No joke. Yeah.
In the last 6 to 8 months, pretty much just rewrote the final draft 3 times.
8 years?
Yeah,
Did they
8
have
years.
pens and pencils back then?
Yes, I did.
'Cause now we're in the keyboard technology days.
We're past the keyboard technology days.
When I started writing, like in the 80s, I would write on the back of like computer paper, that those big printouts, because they were perforated, so you could write and get another piece of paper that didn't mean anything and write something on the back of it. I never wrote anything on a finished piece of paper. I always wrote on scrap.
Really?
But now you write on computer, so you're writing sort of in a blind space. Almost everything is saved.
Right.
But I think with this book, what was fascinating to me is how many times I went and did a job and then got back to where I left off. That was kind of the most interesting thing about writing to me on that was how I would leave notes for myself. I'm in the construction business, and the book is about construction. But I would leave notes for myself because I would go and renovate somebody's apartment and disappear for 3 months. But the notes that I left for myself were fascinating. The way I would talk to myself, knowing that in 3 months I'd go back to where I left off.
And you could pick up that idea.
But the way, I spoke to myself in a brutal way.
Right.
And it was fascinating that it was what I really needed to hear, what I didn't need to go back and fix and so forth.
Let me ask something. As a writer, have you ever, you go to bed, you've worked on, you wrote 8, 9 pages, and your mind was just streaming, and you're putting it all down.
He doesn't do that. He
Excuse
writes
me,
in 6-hour intervals.
Excuse me. I'm talking to our guest here. Pardon the interruption,
Okay.
folks. And you woke up at 2, 3 in the morning, and you're like, wow, boom, and you jump out of bed. And
Yeah, I think there's a lot of times when you don't. There's more times
you
when you
don't.
don't jump out of bed, and I think that's those moments are like the things that I've not written down are probably the best things I ever didn't write. I always tell writers, what you write today, you can't write tomorrow.
Okay.
So not that you have to write every day, but you sort of should. But when you're working on a project, when you're working on a novel, it's really organization. I always look at the Russian writers. I look at Dostoevsky, and what he was able to accomplish to a certain degree, and I look at Tolstoy, who was a sort of much more balanced individual, and the difference of their work. And you look at other writers who didn't have that kind of balance.
Who inspired you?
Honest to God, I guess I always liked Russian writers, but when I was younger, I read everybody. I read everything that Shakespeare ever wrote, Ibsen. I started off writing plays, Pinter, and so forth, and I devoured everybody.
Didn't you go to that school?
I went to the National Shakespeare Conservatory.
Are you Russian?
I could play a Russian, and I think I probably am Russian by nature.
He's not Russian. He's Italian.
But
Look
he-
at his last name.
but he-
Moccia,
but
Moccia.
He just said he could play Russian.
I would play a
For
Russian.
some, this guy.
But when I auditioned for the National Shakespeare Conservatory, I was straight out of high school, and I had no idea what a conservatory was.
Right.
And when I got to the audition, Albert Schumann said to me, "How old are you?" And I said, "I'm 18. He said, "How did you get here?"
Right.
It's like, you can't even audition here. You're supposed to have 2 years of college or at least 4. And he pretty much dismissed me, and I got up, and then I sat back down, and I said to him, "I have nothing but this. I haven't, you know.
What is it, like unheard for somebody to go straight in there?
It was a conservatory, and I honest to God, I feel like an idiot, but I didn't know what a conservatory was. I just knew it was an acting school.
Right.
But they let me
Share
in.
with the audience what a
Conservatory is basically you just study acting, you don't study anything else, and that's what when I was 18 and looked at what it would be like to go to college, to me it meant 4 years, and 4 years at that point in time seemed like such a long time.
Right.
I mean, I got out of acting school when I was 20, and I was very fortunate because I studied with this director called Philip Meister, who used to teach master classes with Strasberg, and Lee used to throw him out all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, finally, he called Philip one year to do a master class, and Philip said, look, Lee, every time I go down there, you throw me out, so why don't I just, tell you what I'm going to tell you in a week now, and you can, you don't have to do it.
And you could just leave the room.
But he was a really great teacher, and I was really fortunate because at 18, you're like a blank slate.
Right.
And I got he died in 1982. I started studying with him in 1980, and then I studied with him also in the summer in between that time. So I got the last full cycle of his teaching, and I swear there were times when I would sit back there in class and not say anything and just watch like sparks flying out of his brain. When somebody is dying and they've been teaching their whole life, they're not going to teach the last 2 years of their life, and nothing is going to be there. It's like a cycle of their existence.
Right.
That's like spinning out. Even when you work with somebody who they give their last performance, there's still something there.
That's so true. What's the title of your book?
The title of my book is called When the Furniture Comes.
When the Furniture Comes.
When the Furniture Comes.
When does the furniture?
Do we have a still on that? There it is. I love that cover. Very nice. What does that depict? The people on the bottom in the workforce.
Yeah, the idea is that in the book there is there's a crew of guys, 3 guys that break schist under the
Schist?
Schist is what Manhattan is basically composed of. It's why we can have so many skyscrapers.
So, what is it? A rock mass?
It's a rock mass. It's
Okay.
schist. It's like it's.
I thought you were going to say
impenetrable.
shit, but
Shit.
No, it's schist.
Break schist.
So what
like
these
break bread.
Yeah,
They break schist.
yeah,
that's Fitzy.
That's
Shish
not
kebab.
it's-
But it's kind of like it doesn't really exist, It's sort of a made up what they do. They break up the schist. When you buy a brownstone, usually your brownstone is less than 8 feet high. You can't get your head into the basement.
Really?
So what they do is they break the ground so that you can get a man's head to
Okay,
pass.
gotcha.
So you can get a C of O for something that has 8-foot clearance.
Did you know
So
that,
what they're
Dan?
doing is
That's interesting.
Now I do.
so that's what
The cover inspired you.
I call them the Gotham Miners.
I love
And they-
that.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
they're these 3 guys. It's the leader of the crew is named Umberto. He's a 64-year-old Puerto Rican guy from the Bronx.
Okay.
Then there's Limon, who was like a phenomenal laborer,
Limon.
Mexican-American immigrant. And then there's this guy called Ricardo, who is actually like he shouldn't be in the construction business. He's like a scholar who has basically left Merida and he's come to New York.
So he does more thinking than he does working.
He's the light bearer. He shines the light so they can see what they're going to cut.
Right.
And the thing is, in this idea of these guys, the Gotham Miners, is that this kid Limon is so powerful that he can break through the schist with a 112-pound sledgehammer, and Umberto holds the wedge. So Umberto is like, it's kind of crazy to hold somebody's.
You got to really trust that
Yeah,
guy.
that's the idea. The trust is key. That's what it's about. A lot of the book is about that bond that you form in working. It's a sacred bond.
It is. You know what? I'm glad you're bringing that to life, because that's kind of like disappearing. That everybody's replaceable. That bond in the work.
Trust.
Yeah, that trust, that relationship at work these days. Everybody's out for themselves, and back in the day, you had apprentices, and people were in their jobs for 20, 30, 40 years. They died there.
True.
That loyalty doesn't exist as much.
Well, you've had a lot of people work in your apartment,
Yeah.
your home.
Oh, she's
Yes.
very trustworthy. I've never seen so
Oh
many
my
people get
God.
fired in my life.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. My nightmare.
You're welcome.
There's a big difference between a finished carpenter and a guy who isn't really a finished carpenter.
And everybody, it's so true. You end up if you go for quality, you get the job done once instead of having to do it twice because you're trying to save some here and there, and you save a couple of bucks, but you end up paying double.
But the common denominator on construction is they tell you they're going to be there at 10. They're there 4 o'clock the next week.
Yeah.
And then they work a half a day. They leave you a note, I had an emergency. It's
I've
no
had that.
emergency. He's working at the neighbor's house down the street. So that your 1 month project now becomes a 12-month project. And they're all the same. It doesn't matter who it is.
No, that's not
Doesn't
good.
matter what
No, I've had some
nationality,
good-
heritage, it doesn't matter. They're all working on a job. Boom, boom, boom,
Not
boom.
Kevin,
They do a little work, take a little money,
Right.
they got you. They got you.
Well,
That's
That's
why I
not
was never
everybody.
good as a contractor. I never made a great deal of money because I never did that.
all right.
It's just like, for me, I just wanted to be clean. I didn't want people calling me at 2 in the morning and telling me they had a
That's your
problem.
reputation too. Exact. Clean consciously.
Yeah, it's a big
And
deal.
it's Kevin
I
Moccia.
I love your back cover of your book.
Yes.
That when you sent me the stills, I'm gonna say it point blank. I was hoping that would be your cover. I love the back. Can we have a picture of that back cover? You
She
have.
likes the
it
backside,
depicts
folks.
So many different
She
scenarios.
likes the backside.
Yeah.
Yes. And it just gives you it shows like an evolution of like the workforce and different varieties of it. So who was the artist on
Todd
that?
Babel. And all those pictures actually depict, from the writer's standpoint, the character's view, what the character is, sort of a picture of that character in a sense.
Right.
One of the characters is a dress designer. She designs wedding dresses, one of the
Right.
love interests in the novel.
Uh-huh.
Character named Sarah. There are a lot of things take place in Manhattan roofs, Brooklyn roofs in this book. A
Oh,
lot of
that's
things happen
awesome.
on the roof. There's a couple
I
pictures of roof
can't wait.
theirs.
When is it coming out? I can't wait.
It should be out in either the end of December or the beginning of January.
Wow. That's
And
so,
yes, I'm very excited actually.
yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen.
Are you going to have a book signing?
I will definitely have
Yes,
a book
you have
signing,
to have a
Ed.
book
Yes,
signing.
I will, and you will
Can
be
I go?
invited.
Can I go?
Yes.
Can Derek go?
Yes, Derek will go.
If Derek goes, I'm going.
And I love
Yeah.
your
Derek,
back.
are you going to go? Wait, just you are.
We're all gonna
Thanks,
go.
Derek.
Say
We're
it
all
nice
gonna
and
go.
loud.
Yes.
AD.
Derek Wright is going. So I'm
Well,
going.
I think all ADTV would be
I need
there.
you to sign something too that you said that, so when you don't show up, I know where to go.
And I love your back cover. You kind of like the way you put everything. Gave it a quick
that's the third time she's talking about your back cover.
No, I'm not the
What's
back
going
cover.
on
The
with this
back
back
page.
cover?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
The way you wrote it, and it was just so without giving away the plot.
That's the plot is so simple. I mean, there's so many characters in the book, but the plot is very, very simple. But it's like how it resolves itself. I don't know about what other writers do. I really don't know, and I don't think writing is a very romantic thing. But I think there's something about being in one place. We talked about this. How do you sit in one place? And for me, it's like I got time just evaporates. If I sit down at 8 in the morning and stop at 4 or 6, those hours are like a wash. It's like they've never existed, even though there's an eternal quality within them. And the whole idea of being a writer, if nobody's paying you, is you're writing and you're really not making any money.
Right.
Which is like you can only do it for so long.
No, and
Yeah.
I was amazed when you told me that you do it in 6-hour blocks. The discipline. I try to write an episode of a TV show, and I wanted to. I start writing, and I would get another thought. I go on a tangent. I would rip it up, start over. I couldn't even get past the first page.
That's the ADD, folks.
But to just imagine the type of discipline to actually sit there and write for 6 hours and not fidget and just be totally. Do you get up and pace once in a while, or do you?
I can destroy like a refrigerator writing. I could like eat through like a week's worth of groceries in a day if things aren't really flowing.
Really?
Eating is the thing.
Yeah.
I could gain 20 pounds writing, but I usually just sit and just, it's kind of like a meditative place. I mean, I don't really think. I mean, I don't
When you
really.
say meditate, do you go in a zone and you just become the story? It just flows.
Yeah, to a certain degree, yeah. To a certain degree, yeah. I mean, I think that eventually, what I experienced after finishing like the final draft or had 3 more drafts of honing it down, I felt like the characters saying, "Hey, man, get to it, get this thing out there. We
Yep.
we want to exist.
So,
You know-
in closing on the book, if there's one thing you'd like to share with the audience, without giving it away, of course, that you're trying to send across about this particular book, this story in your writing.
The message. Is there a message? But that'll give away the story.
Not really. I think that what the book is really about when the furniture comes is that idea when you're a contractor, when you're working for somebody and they're hammering you for like
Right.
25 cents a square foot, and their furniture comes and you find out that they have a table like this that's worth 30 grand.
Right.
It blows your mind.
Is
know,
that what the
That's what when the
title?
furniture comes is about. It's about being on the job too long, and seeing what the people that you're working for are really worth. And
Daniel, wake up. Don't
So
fall
one
asleep.
more time, what's the book?
The book is called When the Furniture Comes.
When the furniture comes,
Right.
that is a book we
That's
all
awesome.
need to
Yeah,
read.
we're definitely gonna look out for that. Also, what is that?
Is there a mouse in there? Oh!
Dang, what the hell is that? Do you know I
It's a
have,
mouse!
I
There's
have
a
enough
mouse in the
problems
house.
in the house. I already talked about this on the last show. My cat. It brings mice in the house instead of killing them and bringing them out.
Cat
You
loves
see
you.
what she did to my mouse?
Yeah, it keeps bringing me. I'm serious. I
It's
have
a nice mouse.
I have a
You
mouse
wanna pet the
problem.
mouse?
This looks very much like the rat they blow up for the union.
Yeah.
You know?
The union rat.
That's what it reminds me of. This is
It's a
like the
union
union.
rat.
It's what it looks like. It was modeled after that.
That's the Screen Actor Guild.
Only
That's
you.
the SAG mouse.
Only you.
We only want to pet the mouse?
No, that's okay.
No,
Good luck.
no, it's you know.
It's a rat.
That's another
It's
show.
cute, guys. Right? Derek, you like the mouse? No.
So
Helen, do you like the mouse?
oh my God! Enough
Does
with
anybody
the
like the
mouse.
mouse? You know, I think Jim likes the mouse.
So we got two talented actors here. So we're gonna talk about. Would you stop? You're ruining my train of thought. Oh, are you still awake? Are you?
Yeah,
with us?
I'm awake.
Why don't we play the Snitches trailer?
Whoa,
Can we do that, Jim?
Whoa, whoa.
We gotta-
What snitches?
Huh? Derek, you're pointing at me, and I don't know what you're pointing at again. Oh my God.
He's saying he's not ready.
Okay, wait. Daniel, you'll have to just
Yeah.
chime in.
Yeah.
Danny, why don't you guys? You both were part of
No, but we're Jim. You're confusing
the
me.
ADD again.
Oh my God.
She cut me off.
Okay.
She's talking to Derek. I want to hear about Stitches before we go to
No, but I wanted to go. I wanted
And
to
it's
go in
Snitches, by the
order. I thought we were gonna do the one man thing.
Did the
You
mesh
can go to
up?
Snitches. You're there. We can go
Okay.
back to the wherever you go.
All right.
We'll
Let's
go back, yeah.
Do we
So,
have?
Do you want to show a clip? We could explain
They're
it
gonna
then.
get the clip ready.
Okay, good.
So why don't you? All right. So who wrote Snitches?
Steve Rahaman wrote Snitches, the director.
Steve Rahaman.
Yeah, from Rahaman Studios.
When I went to see Snitches at the Anthology Theater
Anthology.
and saw you guys, I didn't know you guys then. I went with a friend of mine, Mauricio, and I knew Chris Victor. So we went. You guys stole the show. I fell in love with you guys.
Oh, you're very sweet.
It's
Thank you.
stole.
seriously.
She said stoled. STOLD. It's STOLE. Stole.
And I became friends with you. I don't even know how that happened. I just had I love that movie so much. It left such an impression on me.
Close.
Yeah. And your characters were just so, the chemistry was insane and so lovable, but yet, I don't know. What was the inspiration behind these two characters?
Well, basically, I don't know what Steve's inspiration was, but what happened was...
We don't want to hear his. we want to hear yours.
Kevin and I, what happened, we had gotten the script, or what was as much of the script as we got at that particular time. It was always evolving, the script. But we had gotten together a couple of weeks before we even started principal photography, and we started and we would just improvise off of the script, and we would play around, we would do different things. So it gave us a real advantage by the time we got there. So we had already developed a connection, a rapport,
Right.
a certain thing, you know. And I kind of liked his, there was just something about Kevin that I really liked, that I really could identify with, and
Is
I
it
felt
the facial
a
hair?
kinship. No,
I have.
no, it was his energy and his whole thing and his. he had a very pleasant personality, and he was funny, and but then there was something that was like very annoying about just a little like aspect of his personality that was
That was annoying.
That was a little annoying because it was different from me. It was
You're annoying
It was
me.
different than me, you know.
Right.
So it was like, you know, he was much more. I'm a person that has a very low threshold for tension and frustration.
Right.
So he has a much bigger capacity, and it would annoy me to like no end.
You know what?
Because
We have a
yeah.
clip.
No, what?
We
No,
have.
what?
They
Yeah.
got the clip.
Oh, good. A clip from Snitches.
Let's
From
go to
clip
the
from-
videotape.
I'm not sure if this. Yeah, this is the trailer.
Nice.
This town is full of scumbags, wannabes, dictators, wise guys, and snitches. I'm done with this. Don't want no part of it no more. But they keep pulling me back. One last job. In this business, one last job means your time has come. My name is Vincent Abelli, and I'm a snitch.
Listen up, boys. These are the rules. I got a bag of cash waiting for the guy that brings me the snitch. You bring me the snitch, you get the cash. As simple as that.
That's all you got. Come on. Come on.
And your character's name was Vincent Bello?
Vincent Abelli.
Abelli.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that's and Kevin also liked to improvise a lot, and I love to improvise, you know. And we would kind of drive people a little nuts with that because it would go, you know, a little bit longer than they actually intended. But Steve really liked it. He got used to it and really encouraged it and really liked it, you know,
Yeah, we're
welcomed
going to
it.
see some of that. We're going to actually show the short that you guys bought with you, the original uncut.
Yeah. That was
Director's
originally the film was just Daniel, myself, and another person, and then
Yeah.
Steve added 20 or 30 characters to the script because he liked what we had
Yeah.
originally
And
shot.
then he wanted to make
developed
it
the
into
story
a
around it.
bigger, yeah. He
I
felt
can't wait to see that. That's going to be, because I saw the one at the film festival with all the other characters. So this one's going to be really interesting, just both of you. And who do you play, Kevin?
Same character.
No, what's your character's name?
It's Sal.
It's Sal.
Salvatore.
Sally Boy.
Hey,
Sally
that's
Boy.
a great name.
Yeah.
Who did the music?
Kyle McCutcheon.
It almost
Right?
feels
Yeah.
like, not exactly, but you ever hear the music for Halloween?
A little bit, yeah.
And it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of like, it's like you're kind of tensed up, and he's talking about bring me the snitch, and I'm almost like trembling, like I don't want to be the snitch, I don't want to get
Well,
caught.
I don't want to give it away, but
It's
can you give us a little bit about the?
It's a very simple story. What is Snitches about? This it's about these little, you know, two big criminals, right, who have organized crime ties, and they go out. They get hired to do a particular job, which of course they botch, mostly due to me.
I know, that's why that trailer's real serious, but there's a lot of
So this is
humor.
like
it's like a
dumb
dark
mobster.
Yeah,
I've been mopping up after his character stuff for like
For
20
ages.
years. It just goes on. and
Right.
on.
So we kind of like messed this up a little bit, but we also hit the jackpot because we come into all this money. All right. I killed the wrong guy, basically, but we get all this bag full of cash, and now everybody's coming after us, and yeah. So it's a whole, yeah. Yeah,
So-
but I think because of that, because of some of the stuff we were doing then and some of the stuff we were improvising, it just I think was more humorous than Steve had originally intended.
Yeah.
So then he decided, well, let's enlarge this whole thing. And that's what happened. But now we're cutting it back to what is going to be renamed Middle of the Night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's very
Interesting.
simple. Originally, Joe D'Onofrio was going to play his part.
Oh, I know Joe.
Yeah.
Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joey
Joey
D'Onofrio.
Yeah, you got a really good cast there.
Yeah.
A really good cast. If you want to throw some names out, you guys are welcome to.
Yeah, who do we have? We have Chris Victor, Frank Merlino, of course. We have David Calderazzo. We have Kim Parsley. We have who else? Help me
You say
out.
John Merlin? Is it John? You mentioned John?
No, John
John
Marola.
Marola?
John Marola.
Yeah,
John
John Marola's
Marola.
in the
Yeah,
film,
John
too.
is fantastic in it. He's very scary in it. He's a good actor.
And Faye, Lisa Faye,
yeah.
plays my
Laura
wife.
Faye,
Which was a
Yeah.
surprise because I didn't think my character had a wife till Steve told me I did.
yeah.
You didn't know he had a spouse, huh?
No, I didn't. I
A
thought
lot
he
of
lived
men
with his
forget their
mom.
So you just came
there you
home,
go.
right? And there she was.
He wrote it in, and I had a wife.
I'm your wife.
So,
Beautiful.
you know what? Let's talk a little bit about your individual careers as actors. Kevin, you did a one-man show.
Yeah, I did a one-man show. I've written a couple, and I've also written a bunch of plays. But one-man shows are like those things you do because they're cheaper. You don't have to bring a cast. You have to
They're
deal with a bunch
cheaper.
of actors.
Can
You
we
don't
get
have
a
to
clip
tolerate people.
ready for that, Jim? When
That's
you're
the-
ready, can we get a clip? But you've done a lot of stuff. You've even had like things go big.
Well, I was on Broadway when I was younger, and I always thought that I'd have this cake life in the theater. I always thought I'd be I thought I was going to be the greatest Shakespearean actor, American actor. That was my goal as a kid.
And
When
you're
I
a big
started.
mobster guy now.
Now I'm a big mobster guy. You never do Shakespeare.
Oh,
you
we
just-
got the video clip. Your one-man show.
Should I say something?
Say something.
Impressions. Impressions. Impressions scroll the mind like rolling shores that pull away the imprint where one stands as the heel peels the sand. Man, like a drive-in theater parked inside and outside of himself, he is everything around him, and everything around him is in him. Popcorn popping, soda sipping, hot dog grinning, preteen spinning cartwheels on the grass below the screen, man's life projected through time so he isn't run over, traveling between the lines, back pockets filled with brine, the snippet, the trailer, the cartoon is the remembrance of one's life spliced from pre-rolled dice, flip book faces folding, candles blowing, music accompanying the feeling of being lifted, dancing atop another's shoes, bride, groom, faces spinning in and out of rooms. The feature presentation, the special attraction, is a collection of events stored in another dimension. Moments that fall beneath stadium seats, swept up and gone. Glances that lie in the back alley puddles of the Milky Way, black holes between what was said and what wasn't, wished for, wasted, billboards pasted, unmailed stamps licked and tasted, each tick of time, a road sign with a different bend, a different wind, none of which comes to birth. Atop the red clay of the planet Earth, sacks of fish bones and breadcrumbs. Drive-in theater man, the birth of one's own becoming, returning to the sun sunning, his feature presentation running, retrospectives and premieres, different century, different years, headlamps, torchlights, chandeliers that all flicker when remembrance nears. And that thought, when that thought of having been here once before appears.
Damn. That's good.
Bravo, bravo.
That's excellent.
There's some good stuff in there, you know.
Oh
There's
my
some
gosh.
great stuff in there.
Yeah. I always, you know, I mean, just, I've never had to write what anybody else wanted me to write, so I've always written what I wanted to write. And this particular piece, I kind of wrote for generations of my own family that look back and say, where was Grandpa's mind at? And this is where my mind was. This is the bookmark. And I left this particular phase of my life and moved on. But this piece was like, this piece was very, you know, it was a piece that I spent years trying to get to the stage because there are two sections of the piece that are very long. And I would, you know, put some money together, get ready to run a show, things would come up, and then I'd have to go back and rememorize, you know, half an hour
Yeah,
piece of
that's a
material.
lot to remember.
And how
That's
long ago
nothing.
did you write this, and when did you perform it? Initially.
I performed this maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I wrote it probably 8 years ago, maybe 9.
Wow.
You know, there are a bunch of things in this particular piece. There's a lot of material in this piece that's taken from famous philosophers, theologians, and so forth, and just all sort of crammed together. You know when you used to eat Wonder Bread? You used to take the Wonder Bread and ball it all up, the whole loaf
Put
up.
potato
You
chips
did
in
that
it.
too.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did. I just balled the whole thing up and just,
No, it's,
You know.
it's
You ever do it
deep.
with PBJ and then roll it up?
Oh, wow.
you could do
I've
that.
done it. It's messy, but it's good.
No, that was really, really good. Very impressive.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you for sharing that with us. And Daniel, we have your actor's reel.
It's Danny.
Danny,
It's Danny.
Let's see.
we're going to get that clip ready. So you want to tell us a little bit about it?
I like to know when he jumped into business. That's what when did you
When did I get
start
into
off as an actor performer?
I started in my first professional acting job was in 1985.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good old lady.
And it was?
It was a feature film called Flight of the Spruce Goose, which was never released here in the United States.
Friday the Spruce.
Flight of the Spruce Goose with Karen Black,
Uh-huh.
Dennis Christopher for Breaking Away.
Yep.
Who else was in it? Betsy Blair, the famous Betsy Blair from Snake Pit, and she was married to Gene Kelly, and
Wow.
Carol Reich, the director, was her husband at that particular time, and so that was my first professional.
So what gave you the actor's bug, the itch? What inspired you?
What happened was, I was interested in this woman at that particular time, right?
It's always a woman.
Yeah, it's always a woman, right? So she was like, you know, she
An actress?
says, no, what did she do? She did some painting and she did yoga and she did all kinds of stuff. She was like a real bohemian. So, and I don't know what happened to me at the time. One side of her head was shaved and she had tattoos and everything. And
Wow.
yeah, so I was like, I was just, I don't know, just smitten by her, right? So I was like, all right, you know, so she was like, listen, you know, you're cool and everything's all right with you, but I'm just like really into artists. And I said, no problem, man. I'm an artist. I got like a big book of poetry and I started doing sketches. I enrolled in acting class. So then when I enrolled,
this is all to
yeah,
impress
seriously.
a woman?
When I, yeah, when I,
career change.
yeah, when I enrolled in the acting, I just said, oh, this is fantastic. This is great. And then I got into a dance class. So I forgot about, because I was like the only guy in the dance class. I said, forget about her. I have all these
dance
other
was
ones.
it?
Was it
It was
jazz,
like
ballet?
modern dance with Julie Aronell,
Really? Wow.
who was married
Can
to
you show
Barry
us some
Primus.
of-
I
No.
thought he was, I
No,
thought he
not
was
now,
saying,
I
you know,
know.
John Travolta on the beach.
That's
he learned the moves.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So then you caught the bug.
I caught the bug. That's what
Did you
happened.
get the
to me.
girl?
No.
Oh, well.
No. No.
got-
She.
And she shaves half of her head.
She's yeah.
That
she
was big
said,
in the
yeah.
80s.
You
That
know,
punk
Rose
look.
shaved half her
Look
head.
at
This
it.
side is
You
doing.
just-
Oh, so then what was funny was, right? So what was funny was years later, I was in a show at Theater for the New City. This had to be about, I'm just guessing, it had to be like at least 10 years later, right?
The old location or the new location?
The new location. It was actually the first couple of months. It was one of the first shows in the new location, right? Not the old look. I performed in the old
Yeah,
location
me too.
We're showing our age here. But
Yeah.
so anyway, I'm doing this performance at Theater for the New City. So this woman who's in the show, she says, "Oh, my teacher is here, my yoga teacher." So I said, "What's her name?" She mentioned her name. I said, "Oh, I know her. I know her. This was the woman, right?" So she says, "Tell her, you know, I had such a crush on her." I said, "My." So then the next night she says, "No, her impression, she didn't. You didn't have a crush on her. You stalked her." Like, hey man, your stalking is my crush.
That's it.
It's all a matter of interpretation.
Exactly.
You have to be aggressive,
You have
you
to
know,
be aggressive.
to some degree.
Yeah.
To some degree.
I was all of like 24 years old, 23
That's
years
adorable.
old, you know, and it
That's
was just
amazing.
like
I didn't know that story.
That's a
Yeah.
cool story. Do we have his acting reel?
We better.
No, but
Hum?
Let me mention too that, you know, there are very few actors like Daniel's. Like, it's hard to really talk about, but there's just an ease. You know, you work with some people. With Daniel, there's just an ease. You don't really work. You just try to keep up. You know, and it's a
That's
great.
a compliment.
It's a great feeling. You know, you hit a ball and it comes back fast, and you're like, whoa! Now you got to go to the back court and get it out. It's a beautiful thing.
you guys been in the business for a while, so
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
When
with
you-
different bumps and different ups and downs, you know.
grinded out in New York City through the
Yeah.
'80s. You know, it's a long time.
that's the best though. You guys really New York City in the '80s versus New York City now is like.
Is there a particular film or show or you're most proud of, most exciting, big role? Or
I'd probably have to say in any film work that I did, some of the stuff, believe it or not, in television, like a mini series that I did with the director, with the British director Mike Newell. So it was a mini series called Common Ground, and believe it or not, Jane Curtin played my wife. So they aged her down and they aged me up at certain points, right? So I died earlier, but I was very proud of doing that, and it was a fantastic project. I just really loved it. That was the thing, you know. An episode I did of a short-lived TV series, an episodic called WIOU, about a news station. With Joe Grafassi, Helen Shaver was in it, John Shea, Harris Yulin, and it was a very good. It was a great part, great thing. So sometimes, you know,
I think
some
we have
stuff
that
for
clip.
television.
Do we have? Or is that in your
I don't
reel?
know. I don't know if that's in my reel. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
particularly know. I'm ashamed of everything that's in my reel. But
Oh, stop
I'm
that.
I'm being facetious.
This is an abomination. I need to see Mr. Blake.
You can't go in there.
The hell I can't. Blake, I've had it up to here.
I'm sorry, Mr. Blake. I told him he can't come in here.
Jesus Christ, Amy. Ed, did she say you couldn't come in here?
Yes, she did.
Well, how did she say it?
You can't go in there.
Okay, that's pretty good.
But the way she said it, it felt like I could go in there.
The English have offered a truce.
For what?
They're offering a free state.
That's not independence.
Did you not even hear their proposal?
We'd still be a bloody dominion.
It's enough for the Valera to sit down.
Thank you for your hospitality.
My door is always open. Give me the bar.
Huh?
Get it for me. Don't. Don't have to. Don't give it. I know you've been using my supply. I could smell it on you. No. No. Mixed with fear. I have to do this all day. No. I need you to handle this. Don't embarrass your father's name. Do this for your Uncle Dom.
Bringing his balls in a bag.
Oh, what do I look like, some sadistic fanook or something? Save that shit for your own personal collection. Just make sure he's spread out all over this city with no chance of being put back together again.
What about Maya?
What are you, a fucking social worker or something?
I just don't want you to get your hands dirty, so if something has to be done.
Hey, don't sass me. You think I got this far by worrying about getting my hands dirty?
This is what you have to say, like, as a professional, I understand in your job, but how do you feel here in your heart as a woman? Serious. Tell me. See, now I'm turning the tables on you. Like my mustache? Think it's sexy?
Oh my God, that's
Good stuff.
Amy Schumer.
Yeah.
I love her.
Oh, she's fantastic, and she's a doll. She really is a doll.
I love
Yeah.
your character there.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I like the mustache.
Boardwalk Empire. You've got some really good credits there, Danny.
Yeah.
How was it working
I've been
on that
lucky.
show?
Oh, Boardwalk is that was a fantastic
Buscemi
experience.
and that all-star
Steve
cast.
Buscemi, and it's a long story. I was a little late that day, but yeah.
That always
And,
goes
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
You can't be late to
I know,
set.
I know. I was late that day. So that's what happened anyway. But with Steve and I worked that episode was directed by Brad Anderson, who did The Machinist, the movie
Ah,
The
that was a great
Machinist.
movie.
Oh
That
yeah,
was a
among
great
other
movie.
things. It's just fantastic. It was a great experience, and just loved it. I was with some other older character actors, and just a lot of. It was great. It was a great experience.
Awesome. We have one more clip from the film that you just did,
From the Invisible Worm.
The Invisible Worm.
What is the invisible worm?
It's
Now
hard
she
to
wants
say.
to know. What's the invisible worm?
Really good.
You'd have to talk to the director about that. I think when you ask an actor what the film's about, it's always based on his character. If you ask an actor who's playing the guard in Hamlet what it's about, it's like he's guarding Hamlet.
Yeah.
He doesn't say much, but that's what the play's about. Yeah. So the Invisible Worm, for what I play, I just play this guy who moves this woman's furniture into her apartment, and then I literally take over and stay there. I never leave.
Do we have a clip on that?
Yeah, I think you have a clip of the trailer, but
Right,
the character's
the
is like
trailer.
his name is Jimmy Chicken.
Jimmy Chicken.
Jimmy Chicken. He never
Wow.
leaves.
He never leaves. That's incredible. Well, that's like a nightmare.
The character's a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah.
Because he takes over there.
That could be a nightmare, especially if you're not wanted.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my God. It's okay. So we're gonna go to a clip right now.
Coming up.
I don't know what's real or not true.
Someone who's gonna teach me how to be a person, how to talk to girls, how to get a job, how to choose a life.
Big man, big woman, big human being you are.
Because I never wanted you.
The invisible worm lurks inside. It's so easy to encapsulate yourself. It's so easy to look at everyone else's problems and just reflect them on your own. Suicide? You want suicide? You want to end this?
You broke my heart. I had a little bit of hope left, and you ruined that for me.
End it. Go for it. Go forth into the darkness. Rubbing out in the throat, the vomit, the sweat, the tears, the disgusting nature of the primitive force.
Get the fuck out!
Maybe one day we'll all turn back to those roots. Maybe one day we'll just be gone in a flash of a second.
Yeah. So, first of all, we'd like to thank both of you for coming in.
Yes.
Exciting work, and very
Very
versatile.
Thank you guys.
Writing and stages and novels and performance. We got a couple minutes left here. Anything breaking, last projects, current that you want to share before we call it a night?
Kevin and I just completed Steve Rahaman's next project, Unbound, which should be ready to go in March. Steve is another director. When you ask me stuff that I'm very excited about, I'm always excited to work with Steve because of all the freedom he gives us. He extends a lot of freedom to me.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, he
Which
looks
is
like a great
exciting.
guy to work for.
Yeah.
He is.
So
He
use
is.
your little playtime, a little.
Oh yeah.
Free
It's a
room
husband
to-
and wife
Yeah.
team too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes
Yeah.
everywhere with his wife.
Yeah.
Good
Which
job.
is cool too. They have a great relationship, so they're always fun to work with, and we're excited about Unbound.
Yeah, there's some really good stuff in that film. It's
Yeah.
pretty tight. a
So
lot of
maybe
it.
we can have you guys back again.
Absolutely, to
and
talk
we can
about
run the
that.
trailer.
And
do
this
all
is to
that.
come out in
March.
of
Yes.
2017.
Steve has actually said this is the best thing that he's done. That's
Wow.
what he's saying.
That's serious.
Yeah.
So we're going to be looking out for that.
Thank you.
Everybody,
Thanks for having me.
can they get your film? Can they get Snitches? Is it available on demand?
Yeah, on Vimeo on demand.
Vimeo on demand. Okay.
Check out Snitches.
Well, we're gonna
do?
close up the show, but stay tuned because we're gonna play Snitches. But this is the uncut director's version of it, where it's just of the short version.
Great.
So look out for that. So the show is officially not over, but we want to thank you guys so much.
We had a ball.
Yes.
Yeah.
It shows.
Had fun.
And you got a mouse too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy you guys came. And at the end of every show, we always say, you know what you're watching, and then
What are we watching? You've
You're
been watching
ADTV.
ADTV. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
You know, he's starting to stink. Smells like shit in here.
And I'm supposed to do what? It's your turn.
Look, I did it last. We take turns, right? What am I, your mutt? Go on, Vinny. Go and dump the body. Phil, drop the car off. Put that prick in the trunk and let's go.
I pulled the trigger, you dumped the body. These are the unwritten rules of this shit that we do. You're not new to this shit. Besides, I did it last time.
You mean on Canal when you was getting the reach surround? And I had to drag Fat Roo's wonton-eating ass down 6 flights of stairs?
I wasn't getting a reach around. That old lady was like, it was his mother or his aunt or some shit. She jumped on my back. I wasn't getting a reach around. Your mother gave me a reach around.
What? What'd you talk about my mother? Listen, talk about my mother one more time, I'll pop your fucking head.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna shoot me, sunshine?
Come on. What about my mother one more time?
What?
Say something. Say it.
Look, just settle down, all right?
Yeah, you settle down.
You're acting like a spoiled brat.
All right.
You're a grown man, act like one. It's a new phone you got?
Yeah, I don't know how to work it though.
You're like a girl with this phone.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? The kid showed me this thing to make it bigger because it's so small. And he did this and it got bigger, but it's not getting
Kid showed you how to make it bigger in the store, huh?
Yeah, funny. It's funny, you think about one thing all the time. You know?
What, are you waiting for some call or message or something?
No.
No, you're acting a little suspicious there.
Paranoid, are we? Get over yourself, come on.
The kid in the store made it bigger.
Look, I'm tired of this shit, you know? I'm tired of this shit. I'm more tired of you. 17 years of this shit and I'm sitting here with you. Scumbags like Nico living down at the shore with his fat wife and them rats he calls kids, making money doing nothing. And I'm sitting here tickling balls and digging holes. This ain't what it's like in the movies, I'll tell you that much.
You know what your problem is? You listen to your wife too much. Just get you brainwashed.
You should have tried harder, Sal. You should just get a job picking up garbage on the island. Pays good, good benefits, and you'd be with your own kind, she says.
You amuse yourself? Yeah.
Yeah.
You You know what's worse than a man running around picking up garbage? Working down at the dump is a snitch.
Are you calling me a fucking snitch?
Look, hey, if the shoe is the right size and you like it, take a fucking hike in it.
If the shoe fits, you mean, you idiot?
Yeah, that's what I said. Kiss my ass.
You can't even speak proper English. Now, this is bullshit, Sal. How long we known each other? You know I ain't no goddamn snitch. What is it that I do that makes me a snitch?
You're acting funny, that's right. Acting funny.
What do you mean?
You don't tell me nothing about nothing no more.
So this makes me a snitch?
And you're not social enough. That's your problem. You're not social.
Social? What the hell's that got to do with me being a snitch, huh?
Look, in the last 10 years, how many times you gone down with a seen Wayne Newton? It's social. You just do it. It's a Goomba pilgrimage once a year.
I don't like Vegas. I don't like Wayne Newton.
Everybody goes.
So what does that mean? I have to go? If you all jumped off the Empire State Building, I have to jump too?
The old timers like it. They like to see your face. That's where they know. You know, when you're not around, people talk shit about you. That's the problem. That's what it's like. Be social. Play some cards.
I'm
That's
a
all.
professional. I do my job. I mind my own business. That's it. I'm from the old school.
Yeah, well, seeing Wayne Newton is part of the job. That's the way it is these days. She moves a little bit.
You know, like, all right, let me be honest here. I'm going to be perfectly honest. It's because half the guys in the crew now, all right, they're like half fruits, all right? I'm from the old school. I'm a criminal. I like to keep a low profile. I'm going out like I'm a politician or something. I got to meet celebrities. Come on, get out of here.
Listen,
Wayne Newton is for old ladies who wear stretch pants.
I don't wear stretch pants. Well, you asked me. I'm telling you, you don't care.
It's like my kid goes on Facebook. I should go on Facebook now or something? I should have a profile?
I didn't say go on
Occupation,
Facebook.
Criminal, organized crime, criminal. What the fuck? Come on.
Just like talking to a brick wall.
Yeah.
You know, you cannot lead a horse to a ballpark.
Just shut up, shut
Shits
up,
on
shut
the
up.
infield.
When did they let your sister out?
First my mother, now my sister, huh?
She looks like a friggin' vampire. Like she needs a blood transfusion, this one.
Fucking skinny.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Fucking heroin. That's like a little boy.
Yeah. It's a guy or a girl?
I don't know. My sister would love to be that thin. That's like one of my sister's legs.
Oh, it's a girl. She looks okay.
Yeah.
She's on shit though, right?
I don't know. What she's...
Oh, now she's coming over here. This is all I need.
Look, she's on your side. You talk to her.
Sweetheart, listen. Why don't you just look, just get the hell out of here, all right? Please. Honey, sweetheart, no, we're not interested.
Come on, baby.
All right?
Just 20 bucks and I'll make you smile.
You're not worth it.
How about it?
No, we can't. I'm a priest and he's gay, okay?
Oh, come on, asshole. You don't treat no woman like that. Think you're better than me?
Here, look. Here. Take this. Here. Get the hell out of here. Skank.
Yeah, buy yourself a Happy Meal. Yeah, that was for you. That was for you.
She's something, huh?
Yeah, but she took the money. She took it. Yeah. What are you gonna make out here, right? How much? What? Would you throw her a bean? Throw her
I
a
feel
10?
bad for these ones.
Would you throw her a 10?
Do like $5.
$5. I bet you $10 I go ask her it's a 1. You don't throw your money away. You got every dollar you ever made.
You never know with this business.
Yeah, well.
Again with this phone?
Hey, it's like a new toy.
Looking at this phone every 2 seconds.
Yeah. I'm checking the game. I'm checking the score.
Checking the score.
Yeah, like Yankees are the losers.
I know the score. Whose call are you waiting for?
It's nothing, I told you. It's nothing. It's just a
You're
habit.
waiting for something.
What would I be waiting for? Huh?
Waiting for somebody to call you. Waiting for somebody to give you the okay.
Okay, for what?
To, you know.
I'm waiting for somebody to come bring some Chinese food. That's what I'm waiting for.
You
know what?
Shit-face, snitching, little prick.
Oh, you're paranoid. That's your problem. You're just... You
That's
know,
what
I'll
I'm
tell you
saying.
what. This is the last time I sit in a car with you. That's it.
Yeah, I hope.
Oh, you know, you're pissing me off. Now you're accusing me of being a snitch?
If the shoe fits, then you wear that shit.
You know, this is the last time I sit in a car with you. This
I
is the
hope.
last time. Right.
Look, just dump the body and we can go our own way.
Look, I'm not dumping shit.
And we're back to this.
That's right.
Hey, Tony. Tony, wake up. Look at this chick. She doesn't like the regular.
Looks like she got thrown out of bed.
What do you want?
I want to file a complaint.
A complaint? About what? You didn't get paid? You didn't get off? What?
There's 2 suspicious pricks in the lot. One of them threatened me. I think you guys should check it out.
Hey, thanks for the tip, Sergeant Streetwalker.
We'll take care of it. You can go. What did I say? Beat it.
You want to check it out?
Yeah, let's go.
This was something, huh, tonight? That kid in the trunk?
Oh, yeah.
Who knew he'd be walking around with a bag full of cash?
Come back from the bank, some kind of shit, huh?
Look, ain't nobody gotta know about this, especially Nico. All right? Could be tens of thousands of dollars this guy's got.
Yeah, somebody's gonna come looking for it, though.
All I know is I'm taking my cut, and I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm gonna move out of the city, go somewhere else, anywhere else.
Yeah, like where?
Brother, I ain't telling you shit.
Yeah. Hey, maybe I'll do the same, huh? Maybe this is our ticket.
This might be a sign from God to move on. Being that people think I'm a snitch and all. Tell me, who said I was a snitch?
You wanna know?
Yeah.
Who? It's Mikey. Mikey, Alfonso's kid from the Bronx, the skinny one.
Mikey?
Yeah.
I never even met the kid. The kid who does his eyebrows.
Yeah, he burned
Alfonso's
his
kid.
eyebrow. Yeah, he burned his eyebrows off in an arson job. Well, I met him in the Bronx. We was at a restaurant.
Mikey. What was he saying about me?
He was talking about you to some people.
So, wait a second. So, you telling me you were up there? Did you at least defend me, Sal, since you're my friend, you're my associate here?
What am I supposed to do, huh? Alfonso, he's a made guy. I can't say nothing without getting my ass into something, too. I did what I could do. This kid, Mikey, he just doesn't like you.
Why?
He said you ratted on Tommy a few months back. Plucked his girl, some kind of shit.
I don't even know him.
This is why you should go out more with other people. You know? Clear yourself, clear your name. He said that I was a snitch too. He said that I was old. I guess I was guilty by associates.
Association is what you meant to say.
Yeah, well, whatever.
No, it's not whatever. It's guilty by association is the proper usage for that term.
Because I was with you doing jobs together. He said that I was a snitch too.
Mikey from the Bronx, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sure you did a good job clearing your own name. This Mikey one, I'd like to wrap my fingers around his throat.
Forget about it, it'll blow over.
Hey, kiss my ass. You're not the one who's being called a snitch.
Yeah. That's what I am, fucking busboy for you.
What are you doing? Like looking at your ugly face all night? Yeah. In a car that smells like shit?
Yeah?
Okay.
Wanna play this game? Huh?
Oh, you want to play with me?
Yeah, yeah.
You want to play with me? Put your gun down.
No, you put your gun down.
Put your gun down.
You put your gun down.
Put your gun down.
Come on. Come on. You can't shoot shit.
Put
You
your
can't
gun
shoot
down.
shit.
I'll shoot you right now between your
You
eyes.
can't see anymore.
Like in a Western, you fuck.
Yeah, you couldn't
Listen.
shoot the fucking broadside of a kitchen door.
Listen, I'm telling you, since I don't want to spend my whole night, all right, looking at your ugly face in a car that smells like a toilet, I say that we both go to the trunk and dump the body in the other car together.
Good. Okay. All right.
Right.
Good. Good.
On the count of 3. 1,
2. 2.
One.
I hate you! You hate me? You hate yourself. I'm always mopping up your shit. Mopping up your shit like a fucking kitchen boy.
Come on, this is bullshit, all right?
You're
Come
bullshit.
on. We're acting like kids here.
You're fucking bullshit.
How long we known each other?
Yeah,
Oh,
17 years.
Bullshit. Come
Come
on.
Suck it! Ah, my wrist! Ah, you're bumping into me, huh? Get off of me! You're a pussy!
Oh, what the hell is this?
Open the door, Sal.
You know this chick?
What are you doing here? Yeah, I know.
She could
Take
be a
second.
cop.
She's not a cop.
Well, she's not half bad, though.
Look, forget about it, okay? I got it.
Who's the horse, Sal?
She's not a
What's
whore.
that
Would you
smell?
just shut up? Listen, Jenny, go back to the motel. I'll see you there when I'm done. It's a bad time. I'm not messing around.
Bad time?
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Listen, you need some company, man.
Who's this guy, Sal?
It's my cousin. Listen, Jenny, we can't do this right now. Go back to the motel. I'll see you there when I'm done.
No.
Jenny, I'm not messing around here. Come on.
And you think I am? After all I've done for you, I need to talk.
Talk about what?
Like what, Jen?
About what your friends did to me.
Jen, what? Jenny, go back
Don't
to the motel.
Jenny me,
Jenny.
Sal. I heard what those guys said about me behind my back.
Did
I thought you said that you wouldn't leave me.
Watch.
I'm a lady, Sal. You can't do this to me.
How much, baby?
What?
$50.
Vinny, shut up. Vinny, just
Easy.
shut
You
up.
better shut up,
Shut
Sal.
your mouth, Vinny. Just shut your mouth.
What?
Shut
Who?
your mouth.
I was looking everywhere for you. Thank God I ran into Mikey. He told me I'd find
Whoa,
you
whoa,
here.
whoa, back up. Wait. Sweetheart, what name did you just say?
What? Mikey?
Oh.
You don't know who Mikey is? I thought you two were cousins.
The same Mikey who calls me a snitch, huh? Huh, Sal?
Jenny, leave.
What's going on here?
Nothing's
Are you
going
setting
on.
me up?
No.
Are you
just
fucking me over?
Just take it easy. I can
Huh?
explain. Jenny. Jen.
Are you fucking me over?
Jenny, take off.
Tell me what's happening.
Guys like you use girls, treat them like shit, and dump them like trash. You think it doesn't come back around? It comes back around.
Okay, it comes back around. I'll take a hike, okay? Take a hike, Jen. A hike. Leave.
Come on, get the hell out of here. Go!
A gun? Sal? You let him pull a gun on me? I hope you die.
Hey, put your gun down. What is that?
What?
Somebody just pulled in.
Oh, just what I need. This is what you're doing to me? Tell me that you're not in with these guys.
I'm not betraying you. Listen.
You might as well stab me in the heart.
Nobody's stabbing you in the heart. You watch too many fucking movies, you know what I mean? Stabbing you in the heart.
We'll call me a snitch.
Put your gun down. Jesus Christ. You gotta be kidding me.
You know, you're bad luck. 5-0. I can't believe it now.
All right, let me handle this.
You know, you're bad luck.
Let me see your hands.
I got it. How are you fine gentlemen this evening?
You fellas all right?
Yeah, we're fine.
Yes, sir.
If we weren't, you wouldn't be here, right? Did we call for assistance? We didn't ask for help.
Answer the goddamn question. Guys, you're in the park. It's closed. What are you doing here?
I didn't know it was closed. I didn't see a sign.
We didn't know, officer. We're sorry.
What's that smell? Officer Wrong, you smell that?
Yeah, it smells like shit.
Did one of you shit yourselves when you seen our lights?
I'll make you shit yourself.
Oh, funny guy. Shut up.
Shut up. Why don't you shut up, asshole?
You should listen to him.
Yeah, they can't do shit. I know my rights.
Get out the car.
You have no rights. This is my park. Get out the car.
Listen, we haven't done anything.
Get out
all
the
right?
car.
Now I'm gonna ask you again. What are you doing here? Selling?
No, I ain't selling nothing.
Then you're buying.
Yeah, I think they're buying.
No, we're not buying anything, officer, really.
Huh? So what are you guys doing out here?
What's in the bag?
That's just gym stuff, officer.
Dildos and candy corn.
Officer, I'm sorry.
Because we know your mother's got a sweet tooth and she loves dick.
Why? Why?
You know, it's people like you that make upstanding citizens like me invent hollow bullets.
Would you shut up?
Look, what did I say, huh? What did I say? Look, if you want to search the car, then search the car. You traveling circus monkeys, go ahead. Then you can do a few flips and peel some oranges, okay?
Did he just call me a monkey?
Yeah, I think he did. I think he did.
Traveling circus monkey.
Pop the trunk, you scumbag.
Oh, you want me to pop the trunk? No, he wants me to pop the trunk. You got a problem with that? Huh? Look, I'm surrounded by idiots.
Why? Why are you doing this?
What? He wants me to do it. What do you think? We're stupid enough to be hiding a dead body in here or something? Huh?
Dead bodies. Huh? Officer, let me be honest with you, okay? We're in AA. I'm his sponsor. He started drinking again. This guy, he gets drunk. His body's ghosts, all this shit. See,
look, I don't drink. I haven't had a drink in 13 years. It gives me the shits. Don't talk to me.
bag?
You guys
That's
wanna
just
search the
gym
car?
stuff,
Search the car.
officer.
What are we gonna do, huh?
Pop the trunk.
Are you
It's the
serious?
drinking. It's the
You want
drinking.
me
It's
to
a
pop the
disease.
trunk? That's what I was gonna do. Oh, there you go, scumbag.
All right, we gotta go.
Give me a minute.
No, now.
We'll be back. Don't be here.
Okay, Schwartz a nigga.
This motherfucking piece of shit. Don't be here.
Come on, let's go. We gotta
Just
go.
take a second.
Come on, we gotta go now. Come on.
What the hell is wrong with you?
What the hell's wrong with me? I did what I needed to do. I saved our asses. I did what I needed to do. I saved our asses.
How? By telling the prick where the body was, you asshole? What the hell are you thinking?
Look, if he would have opened a trunk, I would have shot him in the head. I'm fast, swift, like Cheetah.
Just stop, all right?
Yeah. Pow.
Cut it out. Look, Sal, just dump the body in the trunk and let's just get the hell out of here.
You can kiss my shiny shaved balls, because I'm not dumping shit.
You never want to do your part. All you want to do is whine about bullshit.
I do my part. You know, if you're pushing me to do it, I'd slice your throat, bleed your blood all over this car.
Oh, yeah? Do it. Come on. Come on!
Right.
Do it! Come on! Do it!
Yeah, you're not worth it.
Come on!
You're not
Why?
worth it. Because I don't want your snitch blood all over my seats.
No, you know why?
Why?
Because you're chicken. Because
Oh,
you're a
I'm chicken.
pussy.
I'm a pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a pussy.
Yeah. That's right. You and Mike. Let me ask you something. You and your friend Mike, you trying to set me up?
I'm gonna set you up?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
I didn't
no,
set
huh?
you up. I didn't set you up.
Let me ask you something. How did Mikey know to tell your whore
Why don't
that
you
we were
ask
here?
him? Why don't you ask him? Why are you asking me?
No, he's your
Why don't you
buddy.
ask him?
Why don't you ask
He's not
him?
my buddy.
All right. When you and your friends got together, all right, last week, and you were all calling me a snitch, did you agree with them
No,
that I
didn't
was a
agree with
snitch?
you. No. Never.
I know what's going on.
What's going on? You know? You got a crystal ball up your ass? What's going on?
You're trying to set me up. What do you
I'm
think?
not
I'm
trying to
stupid
set
like
you
you?
up.
Yeah. They sent you out here to whack me,
No.
right?
No.
Come on. Did they?
Yeah, okay, shit, yeah. They sent me out here to whack you. You know why?
I knew it.
Yeah.
I freaking knew
I
it.
knew it. Because nobody likes you. You treat people like shit. And I've been sweeping up your mess for years. That's why. You think I want to do it? I fucking begged him to let you off. I fucking begged him on my fucking knees.
Look, I've been in this game longer than you, all right?
I don't want to
isn't
hear your
checkers.
fucking bullshit.
This is
I don't want to hear
chess.
your fucking long speech.
Listen to this.
Fuck you and your long fucking
Listen to
speeches.
me. Be
Suck-
quiet. Be quiet. Fucking piece. Let me just take the fucking money and get the fuck out of here, all right?
Yeah, why? Huh?
Oh, look at this now. What the fuck?
What's this? Jenny, get out of the car. Jenny, get out of the car right now. Jenny, go. Jenny, go. Baby?
Lady, what do you want? What, are you in on this too? Get out of here.
Shut up, Vincent. Babe.
They raped me.
You let them.
Who raped you?
I don't know what's wrong with you two. Just get this bitch out of the car before I kill you both.
Look,
all
shut
right?
your mouth, Vincent. For once, just shut your fucking mouth. Hey.
Mikey.
And... I'll kill him. I'll fucking kill him. I'll fucking kill him. I'll fucking kill him.
It's your
Too late.
boy, Mikey.
They're already dead.
What do you mean they're already dead?
So wait a minute. If he's dead, then I'm okay, right?
Jimmy, what do you mean they're already dead?
This is special.
Tell you what.
This is very special. Like special education. We're just to meet in a Down syndrome support group or something. When his father gets wind of this, he's gonna kill us both.
Yeah, he's gonna kill us both.
This isn't gonna end well, all right? All right? Either way, we're gonna get killed. We're gonna have to kill her.
I'm not gonna kill her. You can't kill her. You're not gonna kill her.
We are going to have to kill her.
No, you're not killing her, all right? You're not gonna do that. We gotta find some other way, that's all. We gotta find another way, that's all.
Yeah. What, are we gonna smuggle her into another country or something?
I don't know.
Listen, you've lost your friggin' mind. All right? That must be some good pussy, because you have...
The fucking prick got what he deserved. Right? You think he was throwing or catching?
That's some rough gay sex there.
The bag. You got it. Ha. Oh. God, open that up right there. Oh! Oh, come on! I knew this was big.
Cut.
I'm watching these two pricks now. Go ahead, follow them.
Oh man, this must be 300,000 in here. We're rich, Tony.
This is too good to be true, man. Too good.
I'm gonna get that bike, the one in the window. All black Ducati. Maybe get a black helmet with some skulls or some shit.
Lenny, you're not making much sense. We can't take that money.
Why not?
Because somehow, some way, somebody's gonna find out.
You're being paranoid. I'm taking it.
The paranoid? Remember Jack? That noob, 3 months on the job, man? 3. Got pinched by the DEA when they checked the camera. I can't get suckered into this, man.
Stop being a bitch. You need this. You're living in your mother-in-law's house paying child support for 2 grown-ass kids. Trying to hustle a woman half your age.
Shut your mouth, okay?
Look, if you don't want it, I'm taking it.
No, you won't.
Why?
Because if you do and you get pinched, somehow I'm gonna go down with your sorry ass.
I don't think I understand you, Tony. Are you saying that she's gonna snitch on me?
I'm gonna do what I need to do.
And it seems pretty much that you and I have a problem. Oh. You're pissing me off. All right, look. I'm taking this money, all right? I earned it.
How? By stealing money that was already stolen? You're not thinking. What if those Goomba's friends decide to come look for us, huh?
Come looking for us? Do you know what we are? Who we are? We're the cops. NYPD. Can't nobody touch us.
You gotta turn that money in.
Over my dead body. Calm down, old man.
Old man. Just like that, age has conquered a young prick. Now give me the goddamn money.
Ain't nobody taking nothing. If you don't want it, I'm taking it.
Listen, asshole, I have 2 years left to retire. I'm not gonna get screwed into this shit. Now something bad's gonna happen, I feel it. And we have time enough to take that money back and clear our names. Hide it. Why me?
Because this is your place. Put it somewhere.
Asshole, those guys are gonna kill us. Who is it? Who is it? Oh, whoa. Whoa.
Now ain't this some shit?
You ain't got nothing.
Now how do you know I'm looking for something?
Then why else would you be here?
You're right. You're absolutely right. Give me the bag.
What bag?
You believe this shit, Johnny?
Nope.
Red bag, full of money.
You ain't got nothing. What bag? We have no bag.
Boys, I sat in the car. I watched you two pricks take it out of the back seat. We placed bets that you'd come back, and you did. Now give me the fucking money. You're sweating, Tootsoon, huh? I'm tired of this shit. Tie him up.
Whoa.
Come on, hurry up, you fat bastard with that candy bar. Finish up.
Hey, we spoke about this. No more joking. As soon as I finish this, I'm gonna help you.
You think you guys would learn? You mess with people's money and you're gonna burn. Now it's gonna get real violent in here if you two pieces of shit don't give me my cash.
There's nothing in here.
Now how can you say that, huh? I watched you. I watched you take what's mine.
Please, Carmine, right?
Shut up, you.
I learned that stepping on cops' toes without greasing their fingers is a recipe for disaster. I may be blind, but I thought it worked both ways. Now you got me thinking and doing some crazy shit now. I can't let you go.
The money is in the cabinet. Red bag, right? It's all there. Check it out.
Tony!
Shut up!
Check it out, Johnny.
There you go. Count it. All right? Let me live. I didn't take your money. It was the nigger.
Really?
Come on, you fat bastard, kill him.
Would you stop calling me a fat bastard? You know it hurts my feelings. I gained some weight, but you don't have to do this to me. Stop embarrassing me, man.
Stop with the candy bar. Kill this guy already and let's go.
Look, guys, I'll get you guys into evidence. There's money, there's drugs, coke, heroin, whatever you guys need. I can take care of you guys. Come on. I can be an asset to the organization. Just give me a second, guys.
How's that? Come on, let's get out of here.
Okay.